On this episode of SLEDHEAD 24/7, Speedworks builds the sickest backcountry sleds to date for Rob Kincaid and David McClure. Haydays is the kickoff to the season, and we have what's new for 2015 on tap. Ride along as we find out how Polaris Pro Racer Cody Cam spends his summer training for the snowcross track. All that and more today on SLEDHEAD 24/7.
Check out this view, and I don't mean just back there, right across here, Fish. We've got hardware.
What's up, Colton Moore here. You're watching
Hey sledders, welcome to a whole new season of SLEDHEAD 24/7. We're coming to you from Heinen's Motorsports right near Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm your host, Carly Applin, and joining me for another season, Paul Mack and Jeff Fisher, who are out on assignment and we hope staying out of trouble. Now let's kick this season off right at one of the world's largest snowmobile gatherings, Haydays. Check out what our manufacturers are up to.
Okay, what we have here is the new 2015 MXZX 600 RS, the race sled for 2015. This year we have a 1 pound lighter crankshaft in it. It allows the motor to rev much quicker, so it accelerates a little bit harder. We've also put a new track in the back for additional traction and better hole shots too. Calibration wise, we've got changes to both the engine calibration and the shock calibration, both aimed at better hole shots and at better bump absorption. Here is the 2015 Renegade, 137-inch track on this. 15 wide this year though, so you've got a little bit better trailability with it, a little higher top speed, corners a little bit easier. We also have a backcountry version of this, which is a wider 16 wide track, 4-stroke, 2-stroke, you name it, we offer it. This is the 2015 MXZ, 120-inch track on this, R-Motion suspension in the back, RAS2 front end on it, wide choice of engines, 2 and 4-stroke.
What I'm gonna actually present to you right now is a 2015 Mountain Sled of the Year award.
That is cool.
This year, it's unreal. We have the new T3 coming out. There's so many awesome features on that.
The obvious thing is the 3-inch lugs on the track, 174-inch long, industry first. Nobody else offers that.
So the cool thing is that you don't have to carry as much momentum when you're riding in the mountains or the deep snow with a 174 because you got such a big footprint, so much traction. You can just go nice and slow through the trees and then just point it up and up the mountain or whatever.
You know, it worked really good in the conditions out there. We got some really deep powder and it was an easy sled to ride and it floated and got on top of the snow good, so we're really happy with it.
And we've developed the new ZR6000R XC and the new ZR6000R SX snowcross sled. Got a fully new defined suspension calibration, some new shocks with some new technology from Fox. We've also developed a new track.
It is fun. You will remember it for the rest of your life. It's legendary. We take a lot of pride in cross-country racing. If you've never done a race like that, or if you want to challenge yourself, I highly encourage you to do it.
SLEDHEAD 24/7 today is presenting you with the 2015 Crossover Award for Sled of the Year. Crossover Adventure Award, Groom Trail Award winner with your new Axis chassis.
We looked at every part on the machine and said, what can we do to make this part? And we just went by part by part by part and ended up with a 38-pound weight reduction, which is just huge. So that light weight really helps with the acceleration of the sled.
We came out with a brand new lightweight crankshaft in our trail sled. 2.5 pounds lighter than the previous crankshaft. It really woke our engine up.
We moved the rider forward about 4 inches, so we're in the middle, rider balanced, and it really makes the sled a lot of fun.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I can't wait for 2016. Every year the sled game keeps getting better and better. Now, if you're still riding a late model snowmobile, make sure to check out the OEM's websites for their demo ride program. You'll have a whole new perspective on rider comfort. Plenty more to come on SLEDHEAD 24/7, including a trip over to Speedworks for 2, that's right, I said 2 backcountry sled builds. Plus, we'll catch up with rider Cody Cam as he prepares for the upcoming snowcross season. Stay tuned.
SLEDHEAD 24/7 is brought to you by AmSoil, the first in synthetics, Polaris, Terrain Domination, Skidoo Snowmobiles, and by Arctic Cat. Share our passion.
Welcome back to SLEDHEAD 24/7, your guide to everything snowmobile. Now, Speedworks, along with many other great sponsors, are putting on a sled build for a second season. Speedworks is back at it, building the sickest backcountry mountain sled in the industry. And if you thought last year was a riot, check out what the home of horsepower has in store for this season.
As you guys can see, we got 2 brand new 2015 M8000s in front of us. A lot of you guys that have watched the shows in the past, last year, we did those builds for Rob Kincaid and Dave McClure. Turned into a really big thing. They're kind of a special edition sled for Arctic Cat now this year. Well, we're gonna one-up that this year. These are Rob and Dave sleds for the upcoming season. Step 1, we're gonna tear these things right down to nothing. Get a good look at them, because in a short while, they're not gonna look anything like they do right now. This year, the biggest thing was we got to make them bigger, badder, better, lighter, cooler, everything. We've pushed the envelope everywhere. We're going to have more horsepower with the supercharger kit. We're going to turn the boost up a little bit. We've shaved weight in every aspect of the sled. I mean, all the way down to just every little nut and bolt, just emphasizing and being really strict on weight and overall weight of the sled, and trying to get them as light as possible, just so those guys can do what they do better.
My name's David McClure. I'm from Swan Valley, Idaho. I'm a factory Arctic Cat hill climb racer and backcountry rider.
So my name's Rob Kincaid. I ride snowmobiles. Jason, what do we got for the mud flaps?
I think most people call them snow flaps.
Yeah, you're probably right. So we one-upped ourselves this year with our build, and I feel like these are the coolest snowmobiles on snow.
One of the coolest, biggest, baddest things in the industry right now is the Speedworks Supercharger Kit. We use a ProCharger head unit. It comes complete with our air-to-air intercooler, obviously our full single-pipe exhaust setup, muffler, injectors, fuel map, charge tubes, airbox, you name it, the full complete kit. The coolest, baddest thing on the market right now. A true no-lag throttle response acceleration like you've never seen, and horsepower up the wazoo. And with a supercharger, the boost is built mechanically off a pulley system. So as fast as the engine builds RPM, that's how fast the supercharger itself is spooling up. We got a lightweight coolant filler neck setup. We actually replaced the stock coolant neck filler bottle. We lose about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, A from the bottle, B from the water weight, just to try to eke every last little bit out of these things and make them as cool and as bad as they can be.
So Carrie, looks like you got us pretty fat again this year at their Fox shocks, looking pretty tight.
Absolutely. This is our Float 3 Evol R shock available for the M-Series sleds. We changed the design a little bit this year from what you guys ran last year. The Evol chamber is now mounted in the up position. Just makes it a little bit more user-friendly. You can get at the hand adjust rebound easier now. And then with the dual air adjust that we have here, you can really kind of fine-tune it for any consumer in any terrain or condition.
So enough with the front, should we go check out the rear?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Well, Carrie, the front suite, what do we got here? It looks a little bit different than last year.
Absolutely. So for 2015, this is our all-new Float 3 and Float 3 Evol R rear track kit for the M-Series sleds. So we replaced the coil center shock with our Air Float 3, infinite adjustability with the air chamber. And then we added the Float 3 Evol R for the rear track now. So now we added the Evol chamber, which can control your bottom out separately from your main chamber, and then rebound control as well.
So a new feature to the sleds this year is the TKI belt drive. There's a substantial weight loss with going to the belt drive and also rotating mass that we're taking away.
Another cool thing that we're going with this year is the Rocks 1-inch handlebar riser. We rotate it to move our steering position so it lays forward a couple inches.
So this is the third year we've been working with Raceworks, and they make front bumpers, rear bumpers, running boards, skid plates. Really adds the bling to the sleds.
So another cool thing that we stuck with again this year is the Patrick Custom Carbon Tunnel. Super lightweight, looks cool, keeps snow and ice from building up on your tunnel.
So this year we're running the 3-inch Power Claw Camoplast track. As everyone knows, the Power Claw track is one of the most versatile tracks. It does everything well.
So another product that we're both going with this year is the Starting Line skis. Dave's choosing to use the Powder Pro. This season I'm trying out the new Starting Line Mohawk ski. This year our snowmobiles are completely awesome. Like, I'm just elated. Can't believe how cool these snowmobiles are.
You see it on paper and you never know exactly how it's going to turn out, but couldn't be happier with the sled.
So we're turning up the boost roost this year, and it's going to get freaky out west with these superchargers.
The supercharger, you got to be fit to hold on to those things.
So we get to ride every day, we get to hammer on it.
And in turn, the consumer gets the benefit from that.
It's awesome that they have the passion and the love for the sport, and it's awesome that we can be a part of it and help them achieve their goals and things they want to do, and at the same time helping us to develop a better product for the end user.
Now, if you want to learn more about Speedworks, Rob, Dave, or watch last year's sled build, visit us at SLEDHEAD24-7.com. More ahead on SLEDHEAD 24/7 as we head back to Heydays to visit some aftermarket companies and catch up with rider Cody Cam as he prepares for the upcoming season.
SLEDHEAD 24/7 is brought to you by Stud Boy, traction with an attitude. Ziegler Cat, exceptional service backing the best equipment. Straight line performance. And by the U.S. Air Force, aim high.
Time now to check in with some aftermarket companies at Heydays and see what they have on tap for the 2015 season.
So one of the really new, cool, and exciting things that Speedworks and Arctic Cat are working on is the Speedworks 206RR. Your normal stock 120 comes equipped with 3 horsepower. The Speedworks 206 is equipped with 9 horsepower, and it'll go about 30 miles an hour out of the box. With some simple gear changes and things like that, you can get upwards of 40 plus miles an hour. Just a great piece, filling a void that's left in the industry. It's 206 class specific, race ready. You go out to the racetrack and start racing it, use it for competition, things like that. You name it. When it comes to Arctic Cat and performance, Speedworks is the place to go.
Here at Heydays, going over a few things with some people here about our new Signature Series, the Tucker Hibbert Signature Series for the trail performance guy, and we also have the Chris Brandt Signature Series. The main purpose of both of those Signature Series is to really enhance our athletes. Work with them, test with them, really understand what they need from a racing to a trail application to a mountain application.
The biggest what's new for FXR, especially when it comes to the mountain, western and crossover segment, is the mono suit for us this year. We've got everything from your, your bright flashy colors to something that's a little more subdued in the blacks. What you're looking at right here is the high-vis colorway of the FXR Elevation Light boot. This is one of the lightest boots in the industry right now. Well, as much as we'd like to, we can't snowmobile 12 months out of the year. But that's why FXR does a full line of moto gear for the moto, the ATV, any of that sort of stuff.
We got a brand new Yamaha Viper, awesome header. We got 10 horse, stainless steel, first one on the market production. Great piece of equipment. You get a lightweight muffler here. Full package, ready to roll this year, 10 horsepower. Straight line performance, known for its Skidoo power here. Brand new, we've got 800 E-Tech. We got a full exhaust here. Wide pipe, single pipe, lightweight muffler, 10, 11 horse, simple bolt-on. Requires some clutching to harness this new power.
Hi, Ron Patton with Stud Boy Have some great products this year as well. We've added a lot of color to our Pro Series backers, and of course our Stud Boy shaper bars are always popular items. We've got everything you need from ice oval racing to snowcross and trail applications.
When you're looking for a snowmobile ski, C&A delivers performance, durability, and control. The latest thing that we just came out with right now is the Lavallee ski. This is the second signature ski we've done with Levi. And this is for his whole team. It's a white inlay, black ski. It's available in either the Razor or the XTX.
You look at snowcross, everyone has C&As, everyone. And you know what, there's a reason for that. It's because they are the best working, best performing, best looking ski on the market.
Basically what we have here from Bully Dog is our GT Power Sports tuner. It's going to take care of anything from your ATV, UTV, snow machines, soon to be watercraft vehicles as well. What it's going to do is we download custom tuning to your vehicle's ECU to get the best performance for your buck. We're offering the tuning for the stock sleds and UTVs as well, trying to get the most performance out of your stock vehicle, save you a little bit of money and make it cheap and effective for you.
We're coming toward the end of 2014, especially on the Ram pickup trucks. We already currently have custom tuning, but we're going to have preloaded tune files available as well, 3 different octane-based tunes, or if you're using a diesel, we're going to have options for that for your tunes soon as well.
So many awesome new gadgets, products, and of course the atmosphere at Heydays is incredible. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I suggest that you do. Still ahead on SLEDHEAD 24/7, rider Cody Cam is hard at it, training for the upcoming season of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross powered by Ram. But first, how did he get his race number 53? Let's find out.
The meaning behind my number 53 is because of this yellow truck that I call Big Bird now. My dad built it when I was 2 years old as a show truck, and he flipped it over and turned it into a mud truck, as I can say. So basically that's how I got my number, is 53, because this is a 1953.
SLEDHEAD 24/7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics. Arctic FX Graphics, make it yours. Fox, redefining ride dynamics. And by FXR, world-class outerwear.
Welcome back to SLEDHEAD 24/7. I'm your host, Carly Applin. This summer, we caught up with Hensch's Racing Polaris Pro rider Cody Cam as he preps for the upcoming season on the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Tour. Check it out.
This is Cody Cam, number 53, and I ride a Hensch's Racing Polaris. Racing the Pro Open class is just crazy. It takes a lot to get there. I mean, lots of concentration and dedication and being on top of your game at every single race. I feel really good that I'm there now, and the last 2 years I've had has been really good for me, and just need to keep doing it this year and hopefully get a couple more wins.
It's just so much fun to watch him continue every year over year, just leaps and bounds, grow so fast with it, and he's always pushing the envelope. It's always exciting to watch him and see what he's going to do next, what kind of air he's going to air out next.
Every race I'm looking to get a good hole shot, preferably first place, and just stay in first the whole race, and just to not give up and always be up on the podium.
On the number 53 Polaris from Hensch's Racing, Cody Cam.
Last season was really good for me. It was my second year pro, and I was on the podium almost every single weekend, both days, and ended up getting second place in the points for the series, and it was a good accomplishment.
Cody had 10 podiums last year. He had a highlight of the silver medal at X Games, which was his first X Games medal. He had a lot of great successes this year, and you know, a lot of it has to do with Hensch's Racing and Polaris continuing to help put him out front towards the start of the race and getting him around the track as smooth as possible.
My Hensch's Racing Polaris is like on point every single weekend. When I'm on the line and I hit the gas, it takes off, it's gone. Coming over a jump or into a corner or whatever, it just works. I couldn't ask to be on any better of a sled. It just helps me get around the track really good and just get me up to the finish line and get me on that podium.
And there's our winner, the Polaris, the 53 of Cody Cam.
Without Polaris, I don't really know where I would be right now. Just to be on the Hensch's Racing team is really awesome. Recently signed another 3-year contract with them, so just really pumped to be on the Polaris, and the way I ride the sleds and how they fit me is just awesome, and I'm really happy with it and just right there with me. I grew up in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I live here right now, and my playland is right behind me actually for dirt bikes and the mud truck. What I've been doing this summer is training a lot and extra hard, more than I have the previous years. Basically, I'm working out every day and trying to get in as much cardio as possible every single day.
And it really is going to come down to preseason training, you know, what you do all summer long. That's the only way you're going to get the stamina to hold it all race long and continue to push that pace. Otherwise, you know, people fall off the pace, and that's where the difference is. And I see that in Cody this year. He's put his head down, he's working hard, and I think he's going to be right there.
I really hope this season goes really good for me so I can get onto that #1 spot and maintain the red plates all year long.
All I can tell you is it's going to be an intense season on the snowcross track. Can T-Train Tucker Hibbert defend his championship title for another season, or will one of the youngins like Cody Cam give him a run for his money? Keep it locked right here for all your racing action and everything snowmobile. I'm your host, Carly Applin. That's all the time we have for you for this episode of SLEDHEAD 24/7. We want to give a big thank you to Heinen's Motorsports for having us out today. Join us next time as we highlight the Jackson Hole Hill Climb, ride with some FXR athletes, and install Studboy traction products in one of our demo sleds. All that and more next week on SLEDHEAD 24/7.